All firearms owners have a responsibility to make sure that their firearms are kept safe from unauthorized access. When it comes to defensive pistols inside of the home or inside of your workplace, maybe even inside of a vehicle, the best way you can do that is really going to be with a quick access safe. If you're not actually carrying the gun on your person, but you want to be able to access it quickly, something like this gun vault, drawer vault is going to be a perfect choice. Now this gun right now is completely clear. We've got no rounds in the magazine, no rounds in the chamber. It's clear for the purposes of demonstration. One of the things that we've talked about a lot in terms of staging a gun inside of a quick access safe, if we think about the circumstances under which we're going to need to grab the gun out of the safe, we talked a lot about go ahead, close the chamber, take this loaded magazine, in the case of home defense, and stage it inside the pistol this way. If you're just going to put the gun inside the box, that's the safest way you can do it. And the reality is that if you can get to this gun, then you should also be able to get your grip, go ahead and rack the slide, get around in the chamber, and then go about what you need to do to defend your family. Obviously, this isn't going to be the kind of thing that you're dive rolling across to your bedroom to pick the gun up and turn around and shoot the bad guy. If the bad guy's that close, getting to the gun inside the quick access safe probably isn't your best bet, or at least not your first step. It's only when you have enough time for an imminent confrontation inside of your house that you're going to get a gun out of a quick access safe. If you're worried about immediate response, you're going to need to have the gun on your body. Now that said, that's still a caveat, but it's a caveat to safety. One thing you can do if you want to keep a round chambered is obviously keep the firearm inside of a holster. What that means is that when we go to the gun inside of the quick access safe and get it open, we're going to need to grab the gun and then take the holster off. Now, why would we take these two steps? Well, we take these two steps because what we don't want to do, and again, we're going to verify one more time that this gun is completely clear, is in that panic, in that moment, in the dark, families crying, families screaming, dogs barking, glasses breaking, alarms are going off, someone's threatening your life, maybe there's already been gunshots fired, your adrenaline's up, you get this safe open, you reach into the safe, and a finger hits that trigger. That's what we're trying to avoid. We want to make sure that we're not blindly grabbing at a gun inside of a box and getting a finger on the trigger when we don't intend to. Well, one of the best ways that you can solve that problem really quickly and really easily is to use one of these trigger guard type devices. Now, some people try to use these in place of a holster on their body. I'm not a fan of that approach, but what I do like these things for is attaching them to your gun and then securing the end of the lanyard to a hook or any other solid point inside of your quick access safe or inside of wherever you've staged your firearm. So if I just loop this through, I get that secured on a hook that I've placed inside of this drawer vault, and now when I get this safe open, no matter how panicked I am, no matter how distraught I am, no matter how dark it is, how rushed I am, when I reach into this safe, there is no way that my finger can hit that trigger area. And when I grab the gun and I pull the gun out of the safe in my good proper grip with my trigger finger staged where it's supposed to be, and I yank out. Now obviously if this quick access safe is mounted somewhere, then that's going to be a good solid surface. Here, for display purposes, we've just got it angled on this table, so I'm going to brace it here just to show that this is very secure. This isn't going to fall off. But when I pull, I'm going to be able to now access that trigger very easily when I need it. But I can safely retrieve the gun from the quick access safe. You need to seriously consider using a trigger guard if you're going to have a round chambered inside of a quick access safe, inside of a bag, or any other location of off-body carry, maybe even in that glove compartment or in that drawer. If you decide not to use the safe, if you're just going to hide the gun, wherever it is, when you're reaching into that area that you can't see and you have a loaded gun with a round in the chamber, you want to make sure you don't have a negligent discharge and make a worst case scenario even more worse for you and your family when you need a defensive handgun.